Hey everyone, Skylar Crable here in Wholesale Fireworks. We are at our Laramie location today. So this is where our distribution center is, as well as one of our bigger stores, our showrooms. So we wanted to give you a store tour. Really cool. What makes the store really different from the Cheyenne is you walk in, like all your big stuff is, we want to really wow and impress you when you come in here. So all your big kind of artillery kits, big family packs, like the Max. You can see behind me the Godfather. Then we kind of come in here. We have some different, gender reveal things. Always keep those close by the register, just because we get a lot of requests for that stuff all throughout the year. What also makes the store really cool comparative to Cheyenne is you got the pegboards. So you're kind of waiting in line to check out. You've got the pegboards, your novelties, your smokes, sparklers, all that stuff. Got your big rockets right up and through here. Nice zippers, 16,000 big rolls tucked back behind. In here we get into really like their aerial room, where it's got Saturn missiles, 500-gram cakes all along these walls. In the center here, you've got kind of your 200-gram cakes. Really nice spacing all throughout. Really, it does get a little hectic here during the 4th of July, so it gets a little tight for the festivities. Then we walk in kind of like the bottle rocket and assorted rocket rooms, assorted sizes, and standard bottle rockets and things like that. And through here, over here, a big, just a plethora of bottle rockets. In through here in the center, like your big barrages and things like that, over in these tubs, and your larger like 1-inch mortar rounds, in the Legend Super candle. But we get over here and transitions from parachutes or Roman candles to parachutes and spinners. So if you're kind of after that kind of stuff, got an excellent selection over here as well, with the firecrackers on this back wall. Over in here, lots of black cats, assorted wheels and rolls to supply in the bottle, the waterproof dynamite, things like that. Over in here, now over in here, this is kind of like our fountains and kids corner over here, tucked back over here on the north end of the store. So all these fountains, big ones up on top, then we kind of space them through sizes all throughout, get some uniformity. These guys do an excellent job over here, Sean and Will. These guys, they do all the behind the scenes stuff. We all unload containers together, but they're in charge of, distributing it out. So we got a great crew over here that know a lot about fireworks too. So that's good. You always want to have, people that, been shooting this stuff, love this stuff, and, not just some person that's kind of a seasonal part-time worker that doesn't, know a whole lot about this stuff, us doing this stuff full-time. You are really shopping with people that know what the heck they're talking about. So that's always good. But all the kids' corner stuff over and through here, different handhelds, different little fountains for the kiddos. We get into our smoke on this side, and then you can always shop from the other side as well over here, kind of get that front end. Excuse me. And then all your kind of front facing stuff, get into like all this kids corner, your missiles, and then assorted novelties, spinners, aerial spinners, ground spinners, all throughout in here. We always want to have our stuff in our stores with like products. So like spinners together, you got to have your spinners together. If it goes up in the air, you got to have them with the air. If it's on the ground, like these guys, the head spin, dancing trolls, crackling ground blooms and things like that, ground spinners. In through here, we've got like our plastic molded stuff. That's always very popular with the kids nowadays, where you get to keep after you shoot, so it becomes a toy, not only a firework, but also that toy will preserve, so you get to take something home with you after your fireworks show. All of our racks in through here, some additional pegboards, really nice, pre-loaded mortars here, like the RDX Explosion. We touched on that a little bit, but just a phenomenal product there. And then your other like number 100s, number 5s, the 2-inch from the Go Gorilla, the 2-inch, kind of like a 12 or 10 on a board type of design from World Class. That one there. All of our assortments into here. This actually used to be an old restaurant, so this building has some history. They actually used, like, we kept the fridge around, and we stick assortments instead of beer in these things now. So it's I used to run the store for 5 years before Will and Sean got out here. And we've got some really cool things kind of in this store with some history. So give you a little background on that kind of stuff. And then Safe and Sane assortments are tucked back in here. And then the ammo crate Rocket War, we carry so many assortments, it's hard to place them everywhere. But all the Safe and Sane on this wall here. Yep. And then time kind of for my favorite room. I used to love the grand reveal. Everybody's like, where are your artillery shells? Well, we have a room dedicated strictly to that stuff. And these guys, they've got a really nice, healthy inventory levels all the time because our warehouse is out here. They're able to pull and have something right away for customers. If we're out of something, if it's not on the shelf, we can always pull it from this place as our main distribution center is out here. So all like your really, like highly sought after 24 packs all throughout the ground level here, like your festival balls and medium-sized shells kind of all throughout these walls. Then they've got like a lot of your kind of mix and match cans over here as well. And then, Make It Pop, Black Side armaments. And then they also, this is a really cool little feature of the store, walk-in cooler. Again, this being a bar, instead of having beer and assorted spirits, we have our artillery inventory tucked in there. So, but I think now we're going to go out to, we also, anything you buy from us during the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of July, we let you shoot at this site. So this is where we host our shoot-off, 1348 U.S. Highway 287 in Laramie. We'll take you out there to the field, kind of show you around, show you a little bit like of what we do and different things. So let's go out there and check it out.